What's up, everybody? I'm Josiah. This is Adam.
So stupid.
Rude. So we're talking about Battlefield 1.
Oh, we are so dumb sometimes.
Speak for yourself, damn it. So, Battlefield 1, I finally played it. I finally borrowed it from Adam. He finally let me have it, which was great. I've been asking all along.
That's
not true at all. I just asked for it this week.
Yeah, don't make me the bad guy there.
I can do that. So
You can try.
Battlefield 1 is what we're talking about, and the campaign in particular, it's a little bit, it's very short, actually.
Very short.
Like, I think I've been playing 3.5, maybe 4 hours. It's like...
Yeah, it's very short. It's
I've moved through it very quickly.
The game that I think that, like, in terms of length is, like, that I can kind of compare it to is Call of Duty 3.
I never played that one.
The Modern Warfare 3. That's what it was.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Like,
I did play that.
It's like super short. Like
it is short.
It's maybe 4 hours if you're bad at Call of Duty.
I mean, the one level in here I died plenty of times and I'm still like way ahead. Like it's crazy. But anyway, Battlefield 1, if you follow the Geekiverse at all, you know Adam is a massive Battlefield fan. The game overall is great. The online you're a big fan of. Obviously we're talking campaign here.
The online is better than the camp. The online makes that game worth more to me than that campaign does.
What I do like, however, is that DICE took a new approach to this. That they kind of knew what they were getting into. Battlefield campaigns have traditionally not been great.
No, and I wouldn't say that this is bad. Like, I'm going to say some negative things about it, but I'm not. Sure. It's not a bad campaign.
It's fun. It's just short. So you can play it multiple times. You can try it different ways.
I have a little bit more of complaints about it than it's just short, but
we'll get into it. But you complaining, you stop it, mister. Crazy.
That's what I do.
Anyway, the first level is called Through Mud and Blood. It stars that guy right there. Can't remember his name.
Don't remember either.
Anyway, it's surrounding...
He's a private.
It surrounds Bessie, which is basically their new tank. If you don't know, this takes place during World War I. And through this...
What are you doing, dude?
Just a creepy guy in the corner. It's good. Grumpy's just kind of lingering. So
hovering. It's more hovering.
He is flying. Anyway, it is a tank-themed scenario. So there's a good mix of on-foot combat and a little bit of actually being in the tank. I didn't love this campaign level. Basically, they break them up into World War I stories with different characters and different ethnicities.
This is the one that I died the most in.
Same here, and I think it might have been my second least favorite. We'll have to rank these at the end, but it's all about the heavy
with our
mechanics.
rank. You're not including the intro into your rank, and I would include the intro into my rank.
It's so like if you think these are short, like that's like nothing.
Oh, that's like nothing. But I think it's easily, in terms of story and the way that the story is portrayed, I wish every single mission was like that intro. Me and Trevor did a video when. I think before it came out.
It was beta, right? Like the beta. Not Jeff Beta.
No, well, I don't remember if it was beta or not. I think it was, maybe it came out in beta. I don't remember when we did our video.
It was like the first 12 minutes of the game.
Yeah, we talked about that first 12 minutes, and I said that is exactly how I want the game to go. And after playing through it and then playing through all the other missions, I stand by that statement. If the campaign was played in the way that intro was played, where you're just constantly switching and it just never stops, to me that would have been way better.
So you're meant to die in this one. You're meant to play multiple characters. You get taken down in different scenarios. It serves as a tutorial. It shows you the different weapon types, the different grenade types.
Where to hit certain enemies.
Sure, certain maneuvers, hiding, and all that stuff. Anyway, I thought that this tone, and it carries throughout the campaign, is very emotional. Like, this is a somber campaign.
Oh yeah, it's not.
And rightfully so, because it's World War I.
There's very little, like, there's one part of it that I was like, oh good, we're getting to happiness, and then it just...
And that was it.
It was like happiness for a split second, and then it's not going to say the spoiler, but then stuff happens. And
we can spoil a little bit.
Can we spoil at this point?
Because we're going to go through each of the levels here.
Okay. Happiness happens, then German air raid happens.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, all right, well, that was
basically
short-lived.
they do a good job creating fictional characters here based on real characters, but they're anytime someone dies in the game, they show basically the era in which they lived. They're what you would see on a funeral tombstone.
Yeah.
Basically where they were born, where they died. And that, it just, I don't know, it was like right off the bat, this is a totally different thing than the modern warfare stuff we see in Call of Duty.
Yeah, where if you die, your screen goes blurry and it tells you to watch out for a grenade icon.
Correct, and it's relatively upbeat campaign. This one is very, very somber. I think that's the best way to put it. But you know, it was a good intro in terms of showing you where everything is. It flows nicely into Mud and Blood, the first story. I think it dragged out a little bit for me.
I didn't realize when I first started playing, you don't have. There's no. I mean, there is a specific order per se.
They want you to play a certain way,
but you don't have to.
Correct.
And I absolutely mistakenly played a set of missions before I was supposed to, so I was very confused. It's like, so the intro, you play one mission as a tanker, and then you're into something else?
And we'll touch on that one a little bit, because there is one specific level that fits this criteria, I think. The next one would be Friends in High Places. So
By far my favorite one.
I was going to say, this is probably my favorite too.
Isn't it the longest?
I think no, I don't think so. I could be wrong on that, but
I think this one is. I don't know.
Anyway,
you can tell us in the comments below if we're wrong, or maybe if I'm editing, I'll post a thing that says if we're wrong or not.
So as you can see in the picture, you basically it's aviation. You
start as a test pilot.
Yes, and it ends up going into
it ends up not being a test pilot anymore.
The flight mechanics are fantastic.
Yes,
they could do an all Battlefields like air game if they, or maybe a DLC pack, something like that. I really enjoyed it.
It's been something that everybody's wanted. Like now, everybody loves to fly. Now, when you're playing online, the flying gets a little weird at times.
Oh yeah, laggy, right?
If you're playing, well,
or clunky, maybe is a better word.
If there's a certain, like if you're playing a fighter plane online and you're chasing somebody, sometimes I've had the issue where that's where it gets laggy. Like they'll be in front of you and then they'll be like to your 9 o'clock all of a sudden. It's like, oh, how did you get up there? Okay, cool.
Sure.
So I mean, or like randomly you'll glitch into hitting them all of a sudden. It's kind of like, so sometimes the flying on the online part, not great. The flying in the campaign, phenomenal.
It's really, really good, and it's gorgeous. Obviously, the whole game looks really good, cinematically stunning.
Which is awesome to even say that it carries through to online, which usually online takes a little bit of a step back from a campaign.
Right. They'll down-res the graphics, basically.
Because I mean, it's a lot of processing power to make those graphics, but surprisingly, it holds up even in online.
The other thing I did want to mention, now DICE made Star Wars Battlefront before they made this. I feel like there's some similarities with how some of those flight mechanics feel, and they might be even more polished in this because they had to practice with Battlefront. Yeah. Like, it's really nice. A lot, like, if I had an Ace Combat game like this, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, I just got the Season Pass. Yeah. So I can play all of them in Star Wars, and I'd absolutely say that I like flying in Battlefield more than I like flying in Star Wars.
I can say that, too. I think this is done a little bit. It feels like it matches the period a little bit better, too. Yeah. Because obviously it's outer space, and in Star Wars here it is...
I feel like in Star Wars, it shouldn't be sluggish at all, like you're in space. It shouldn't be hard to turn. And in this, I feel like it definitely should be. Like, I mean,
correct.
That's just paper mache and some wood to make that stuff work. And it absolutely is, when you're trying to turn, it's a slow turn. Like, depending on which vehicle you're flying in, that plane's going to turn quickly, or that plane is going to be extremely sluggish. So, and they do a great job of emulating the different, just in general, the vehicles.
In the third mission, we go to Avante Savaia. This one was, I think, this might have been my least favorite now that I think about it. Basically, it is, you're a walking tank. You're a guy just drenched in ridiculous armor. Takes a lot to take you down. You're searching for your comrade there.
I honestly don't think I died.
Yeah, it was. I don't think you could die almost in the armor. Now, halfway through, you switch out and you lose the armor, and it kind of becomes like a survival mission. But even so, like, there was nothing special about it to me. It was super they tried for the emotional play there.
To me, it didn't make sense.
It didn't resonate with me at all.
Well, it just did, the timeline of that mission doesn't make sense to me. The airship comes down, and then you're sitting there screaming dead bodies,
right?
Screaming people and also dead bodies, and you're walking through this, and then all of a sudden there's an entire army storming this thing. It's like, where were you? Like, there were like 5 guys over here, and the next thing I know, I'm storming an entire castle with an army of people. Like, it just, there's this weird, like, and reinforcements just appeared out of nowhere.
I think my favorite part of that mission was when you're shooting down with like the AA gun, the planes that are incoming.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if you can really die there, but it was just kind of fun to go crazy.
I did die there.
Okay.
That's
you did
where
die.
I did die once, because that's where it was, because at first I didn't know what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't know, like, oh, do I have to hit all of them? Can I let some of them go? Don't let them go, because they drop bombs on you and they hurt a lot.
Well, if I play it through a second time, good to know.
Yeah, those planes will absolutely target you instead of targeting what
they will
else.
Mess you up, in other words.
Oh yes.
The next mission was hit or miss for me.
Loved it.
At times I loved it. At times I was a little frustrated because I was like, this is whatever. So it's called The Runner. You are storming a beachhead in the Ottoman Empire, and I think the guy you control is Australian.
Yep.
And you're basically, you have like an apprentice.
Yeah.
Essentially. So he gets this rifle that is kind of like a hybrid between just a regular battle rifle and a sniper rifle.
It is.
It's not super long distance.
No, it's I'm gonna forget the gun name.
Yeah, I don't remember it at all.
You can use this gun in online as well, and it's basically, if you've played online, it's like the Lawrence of Arabia, it's like the Martini Henry, it fits under the sniper rifle class, but it's iron sights, and it is fantastic.
It's so good. It's basically one-hit kill for the most part. And there was something thrilling about sniping like that. Sniping is a loose term
There's
there.
something that, I mean, they've touched on it in pretty much every Battlefield game, but in this one, they made it kind of bigger, was the bullet physics in this one.
Oh yeah, big time.
In online, when you go online, you can look at the different weapons and where their sweet spot is, on where that's going to give you the most damage. Like, that's going to give you 100 damage. And it has a graph and everything, and it'll show you. So like at 150 yards, you see that's where it's going to start to fall off or something like that. I don't remember that in any other Battlefield game, and I don't remember that in really any other game where it's showing you like, okay, if this is the weapon you're going to use, this is where you want to be. This is how far away you want to be. Like, it's
very specialized. It's very specific, and I think that's a testament to the power of either high-end PCs or your Xbox One or your PS4 nowadays. The other thing I wanted to mention, I thought it was really thrilling, kind of storming the beach there.
Yeah,
that was an exciting moment. They also want you to play stealthy at one point, which basically, I think it was the mid-mission in this, you have to go report to a commander and then come back. And I basically just ran through.
It wasn't hard.
No, I thought it was. Because the first time I was real quiet. I snuck around. I shot one guy. It alerted another guy accidentally. And then I died. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to run through. I ran through.
Campaign,
no one cared.
The biggest problem for me in this campaign is it's just a giant stealth mission.
Well, they sell you on playing a specific game style. Which maybe it's stealthy, maybe it's run and gun, maybe you're going in guns ablazing with your big armor. You don't have to play that way though, and in the next mission, it's the perfect way, because you and I played it differently.
Think about it. Every single mission has a stealth element to it. Name one mission that doesn't have a stealth element.
And I think that's part of the trench warfare.
Even the last one that we were just talking about with the giant set of armor has a stealth component to that mission at some point in time.
It does.
And it's just like,
I think that's a part of the time period though. Like you had to. A little bit,
but you're not like,
the weapons you're limited with.
It's too easy to be stealthy in that game though. Like, okay, so I got all these bullet casings. All I have to do is toss a bullet casing, wait for someone to walk in the door, hit him with a shovel, and just repeat the process over and over again. Like, it doesn't.
That was kind of like Battlefield Hardline.
It just got to the point where it's just like, all right, well, oh, there's an alarm right over there? That's cool. I'll take that out in 2 seconds. Let me just attract all of the people away from it, kill them, and then go. Like, it just got to the point where it's like too gimmicky almost. Like,
I agree.
you forced me into playing this way, so I'm just going to cheese my way through it, basically.
Sure, there were ways of getting around it, especially
Yeah.
on the lower difficulty settings if you played those.
If you played those, you suck.
Yeah, you suck.
You should always play a game for the first time on hard or veteran. Well, most games you can't. Games now, a lot of them you can't do hard unless you do veteran or something like
At
that.
very least, you should start at the mid-level. You
Yeah.
should never, you know,
Yeah,
I
if
know
you go to easy, you're just going for achievements.
you're a noob.
Well, I mean, I'll probably replay this on easy just for the.
Yeah, but if you play on
Achievements.
normal, you get the easy achievements.
Yeah, but why would, if I'm just doing it for achievements and not doing it for like replay or anything like that, I'll play it on the easiest possible thing I can play on, so I can just run through it super quick. Get the stuff that I need to get done, move on to the next thing.
I do like achievement hunting for what it's worth.
I do. I like to 100% games.
Me too. The last one is Nothing is Written. Basically, you're in the, again, Ottoman forces in the deserts of Arabia. So, Lawrence of
I died a lot in this one.
Really? I actually had really good success with this one.
I died not so much in the beginning couple missions, but the end mission with the train, died a lot.
I did pretty good overall. I mean, the first mission, this is where you and I had a good conversation.
Oh yeah, this is where we should decide. All right, do you want to tell your side of how you played, or you want me to go with my side first?
I think let me start because that's how
Okay.
our conversation started.
Okay.
Basically, it leads you on to play stealthily. So I did. And you sneak up into this camp. It's out in the open, in the desert, over train tracks with a few cargo, basically stolen cargo cars. And you have a silencer that you can steal. I happened upon it, so I stole it. And like no one gets alerted if you shoot with it. Unless you shoot like 3 times in a row, then the enemy will kind of figure it out.
Or you're close to. If you're close to a bunch of different people and you shoot, then yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to do though. So there's probably 10 enemies. I ended up taking them all down stealth. No one even had any idea that I was there. And like I said, I was really hoping achievement was gonna pop for that. I was like, oh yeah, I did it without being noticed. No, it didn't matter at all. Battlefield doesn't care about the campaign. So I did that. I went through. I did what I had to do. The second mission, just real quick, I ended up storming their camp like all these different ways.
The second mission, if I remember correctly, if
to kill the commanders.
If you've played the game, it is the mission is based on the Sinai Desert map for online.
Okay.
It's that map is the exact same map for Sinai Desert. It's a little bit smaller, I think.
Gotcha. I ended up storming it so many times and just getting killed, and then I found out where the actual commander, my actual target was, and I just went in the building and got him. Like, I killed one other guy and that was it. So I played it really stealthily. You had a different approach, and I don't know if you stumbled across it.
On the first mission, I was like, all right, stealth again. All right, fine, I'll go with it. Yeah, I didn't last very long. I got into just a firefight, and then I was like, my rifle's better than most of your submachine guns, so I'm just gonna take you out this way, and that's what I did.
Sissy guns.
I basically I would take out as many stealth enemies as I could to get up to a vantage point where I saw everything, and the minute I saw like the layout of the place, I was like, and you're alone, okay, done, and you're alone, done, and that's all I would do, and it's surprisingly easy with an unsilenced rifle to not be detected.
I would say try it both ways. It's a fun level to begin with.
Now, the second level, I went in, I died twice trying to be stealthy about it, and then the next time I ran in, I looked, and there was a guy who was looking like he was fixing a tank, and so I shot him and went to go pick up his weapon.
Shot the mechanic.
And, well, it wasn't really a mechanic, but went to pick up his weapon and accidentally got into the tank and then said, all right, that's fair enough. And
where am I?
Well, like I hit the button and then all of a sudden the animation of getting in the tank happened. I'm like, well, this is an interesting way to play this, and that's how I beat it.
Stole the keys. So very, very opposite ways that we played it.
All over that map, just shooting every building I possibly could that had the commander in it. At one point, I shot a building from the opposite side of the map, just like, I wonder if I can hit him from here. Hit it, watched the explosion, and then watched the mission complete. And I was like, alrighty then, fair enough.
Alrighty then. So that, very interesting how you could actually play it in really different scenarios. But overall,
took me like a minute and a half to beat that mission with that tank.
It took me 20 freaking minutes to go around and stab everybody.
Yeah,
that is garbage.
Literally all the time was in drive time. And one guy who
And your tank is slow.
And one guy who said, hey, wait, he's in a tank. Well, why don't I get into a tank? And we had a tank battle. That was it.
Basically happened. So overall, I think Adam and I both enjoyed the campaign. Definitely should check it out. It will not take much of your time.
3-4 hours tops if you're bad at it.
So both of our favorite level would be the flight mission.
Yes.
Okay. I think my second one would be Nothing is Written, which is the Arabian Desert. And then the other one would be the Runner. I think you like the Runner second best, which is with the sniper.
Honestly, I'm going to change what I just said, and I'm going to say that the Runner is my favorite. The flight mission is my second, but it's so close that either one of those could, at any given moment, I can switch that to go the opposite.
That was the point. Like, my dad enjoys games like Battlefield and Call of Duty. I was like, you've got to play Battlefield 1.
I love the story of the flight mission, but I love the action, like the actual play of the Runner mission.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
It was a good job. It was an uncharacteristic campaign for any modern shooter. Definitely, I wouldn't buy the game for the campaign. I don't think it's worth your money.
No.
But if you happen to get it really cheap on sale, or you're playing it for the online, definitely go and do the campaign. Adam and I both would recommend that.
And we've had a lot of conversations over campaigns should be the focus and stuff like that. This isn't. If you're getting it to play the multiplayer, then this is a campaign that you should not just be like, oh, it's just a shooter campaign, pass over. This is a campaign that you should legitimately go and play alongside of the multiplayer. I
totally agree. You won't be disappointed. Unless you bought it for the campaign, then you would be disappointed.
Yeah.
So all the matter of perspective there. But check out, I want to just put a quick plug in. We've been doing a lot of Let's Play style videos. We call them Geek Plays, of course, because we brand everything with Geek here at the Geekiverse. So check them out. We are on Twitch currently. But if you missed the live streams, you can watch the archive videos that Adam puts together right on our YouTube channel. So
maybe I will stream Battlefield whenever he gives it back to me, which if history will repeat itself, it'll be like
this is about the Star Wars book, isn't it?
Yeah, it will. It is.
Okay.
I kind of wanted my book back.
He never even asked for it. Just like I never asked for Battlefield, right? So we're even.
No, they're both my things that you don't give back.
Okay, that's it. We're ending the show now.
Bye.
For Adam J. Herr, I'm Josiah D. Leroy. Thanks for watching.
Never give it back.
Never give it back. Ridiculous, Adam.